Phoneme, sound you hear in a word. Example, cat to k, at, ship to sh, it, p. Phonemic awareness, ability to hear, identify, and play with individual sounds. Phonics, connection between letters and sound they make, to sound out / decode words when reading. Phonological awareness, rule system in a language for producing phonemes, includes skills like clearing rhythms, clapping syllables, and identifying beginning and ending sounds. Phoneme manipulation task includes adding or deleting letters to a word. Example, change m in mat to s to say sat. Affix. Affix includes prefix and suffix. Prefix is added before a root word. Examples include un, re, pre, this, miss, non, over, and under. Suffix is added after a root word. Examples include ist, ness, meant, shun, itty, ship, and ing. Derivational morpheme, type of affix that changes the meaning of word. Example, happy to unhappy is derivational prefix. Teach to teacher is derivational suffix. Morpheme, smallest unit of meaning in a word. Words can be made of root/base words, prefixes, and suffixes. Example word, replaying. Play is the root word, re is the prefix, and ing is the suffix. Morphology, study of words, which are morphemes. Onset, beginning sound of a word, before vowel. Rhyme, the rest of the word, vowel and after. Example, cat. Onset is k, rhyme is at. Slide, onset is s, rhyme is id. Segmenting, skill of breaking a word apart into smaller sounds. Two common types. Syllable segmenting, breaking into syllables. Example, butterfly into but-ter-fly. Phoneme segmenting, breaking into individual sounds. Cat into k, at, t. Syntax, set of rules for how words are arranged to form sentences. Patterns or structure of word order. Example, correct syntax is the cat sat on the mat. Incorrect syntax is sat the mat on cat the. Alliteration, repetition of the same beginning sound in two or more nearby words. Example, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Concepts of print, basic rule about reading print work. Familiarity to read left to right, top to bottom. Active voice, subject does the action. Focus on who is doing the action, more direct and clear. Common in everyday writing/speaking. Example, the teacher explained the lesson. Passive voice, subject receives the action. Focus on what is being acted on, more formal or indirect. Scientific, formal, or when subject is unknown. Example, the lesson was explained by the teacher. Figurative language, uses words or expressions with meanings different from their literal interpretation to create vivid or imaginative descriptions. Common types of figurative language. Simile, compares using like or as. Example, her smile is like sunshine. Metaphor, direct comparison without like or as. Example, time is a thief. Personification, giving human trait to things. Example, wind whispered through the trees. Hyperbole, extreme exaggeration. Example, I've told you 1,000,000 times. Onomatopoeia, words that imitate sounds. Example, boom, buzz, sizzle. Automaticity, ability to read and recognize words in text accurately and smoothly. Example, Mia could read most words with automaticity, without even thinking about them. Pragmatics, study of how language is used in social situations. How, when, and why. Example, knowing when to say please or thank you. Changing how to speak to a friend versus a teacher. Understanding sarcasm or tone. Prosody, reading with expression, includes use of appropriate emphasis, stress, annotation, pitch, pause, and phrasing. Music of speaking. Semantics, study of meaning in language. Example, the word bark can be the sound of a dog or a skin of tree. The word run could mean run a race or run a company. Imagery, words or phrases that appeal to senses. Sight, sound, taste, smell, and touch. Idiolect, speech habit of speaker or writer. Scaffolding, giving students support to learn something new, then slowly removing help as they improve. Denotative meaning, literal dictionary meaning. Example, snake means a reptile. Connotative meaning, emotional or cultural meaning. Example, snake means sneaky or untrustworthy. Exposition, intro of setting, main characters, and conflict. Rising action, events that allows the protagonist to make a commitment towards course of action leading to climax. Climax, turning point of the story. Following action, events that immediately follow from protagonist's action and climax. Denouement, conclusion, point when conflict is resolved. This is the stage when more of the story is intimidated or stated directly. ELA, known as English Language Arts, emphasizes skills like reading complex texts, using evidence in writing and discussion, and writing vocabulary comprehension. What ELA includes: reading, writing, speaking, listening, grammar, and vocabulary. CCSS, known as Common Core State Standards. CCSS is created to make sure students are college and career ready. According to CCSS, teachers must provide instruction for argument, explanatory/informational, and narrative writings. California Language Arts Framework, connecting CCSS to ELD. According to the California Language Arts Framework, minimum amount of time per day to be allocated for language arts instruction is 2.5 hours. Types of writing. Argument writing, to convince reader that a position is true, used in essays and research papers. Social studies and research, relies on logos, logic over pathos, emotion. Informative writing, to inform, explain, clarify, or describe topic, based on factual objective infos, used in reports, summaries, instruction, and manuals. Narrative writing, expressive or creative writing, to entertain, inform, or instruct through storytelling, has beginning, middle, and end that builds to climax, used in stories, anecdotes, memoirs, plays, poems, and myths. WCPM, ability to read words correctly per minute. How to calculate. Number 1, choose 2 to 3 grade level passages. 2, have student read out loud for 1 minute. 3, count correct words. Self-correct means it's correct. 4, count errors. 5, subtract errors from total. 6, repeat across several passages and average. 7, compare to grade level norms. How to calculate fluency. Total words read minus errors equals WCPM. Easy text. No more than 1 in 20 words are difficult, 95% success. Challenging text. No more than 1 in 10 words are difficult, 90% success. Difficult level. More than 1 in 10 words are difficult, 89% or less success. Independent level. Text that is read accurately 95% of the time and is comprehended 90 to 100%. Instructional level. Text that is read accurately 90 to 94% of the time and is comprehended within 75 to 89%. Frustrated level. Text that is read accurately 89% or less of time and is comprehended less than 75%.